guys? It's your boy, the Big Rob Theory, and I'm going to be reviewing for you today The Last Airbender. Now, before we get into this, I just want to say, I was a big fan of the original series, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animated series. I know many people who have really dove into that series back in the day when we were younger. I looked forward to new episodes of it coming out, and it was great. Fantastic. That series was awesome. So I thought that with a live adaptation of this movie coming out, I thought it was going to be, even more awesome, Dead wrong, bro. Dead wrong. This movie is by far one of the worst movies I have ever had the misfortune of seeing. I mean, just starting off, the movie... What was MNightShyamalan thinking with this movie? All right, first things first, there's just too many things to get into here with this atrocious movie. So it's called Avatar: The Last Airbender, not Avatar: The Last Airbender. So that's one big thing throughout the whole movie that you'll hear is Avatar instead of Avatar. Not really a big spoiler for you. I mean, hope that... I really don't foresee anybody rushing to see this movie after this review, so don't worry. So a couple characters that they named wrong in the movie in relation to the show. Katara's brother, Sokka, in the cartoon, that's what he's called. But in the movie, it's Sokka. Sokka. Let that sink in. Aang, in the TV series, is referred to as Aang, for some godforsaken reason in this movie.
My name is Aang, and I'm the Avatar. I ran away, but I'm back now.
Huh? Again, MNightShyamalan, bro, were you smoking a fat doobie, or like what happened here? This this movie was atrocious. Like it just... I've heard various people tell me this, and I've seen some things online about this, like on some blog posts and stuff, but I'm not entirely sure if this is 100% true. Noah Ryder, the actor who played Aang, Aang, I guess he submitted his interview for this this role, or his audition, for this role, via just email. I feel you if that's how if that's how you're gonna take an interview, but I guess that this is his first appearance, and it was only one thing he sent them. What kind of vetting process are we going through here? I'm sorry, I really just can't even form words when it comes to this movie, because this is just god awful. So the acting was all over the place. Like, you got people that are overacting at times, you got people who are underacting in crucial times, and you got people doing dance step moves incorporated with martial arts moves to move a pebble. Like, oh, man. Sorry, small spoiler alert, just in case you wanted to go see this movie or rent this movie. It's on Hulu and Amazon Prime for free. You got the four nations, which is water, air, earth, and fire. They once lived in harmony, and now, unfortunately, during this time period that the show and movie are set up in, there's discord amongst the four nations, mainly initiated by the Fire Nation. That's where you get the whole war, and you get the whole, all the other nations are kind of disbanded, but they all don't like the Fire Nation. The Fire Nation is evil because of Fire Lord Ozai. That's kind of a back history for you. There's a scene in the movie that makes absolutely, positively, without a doubt, zero sense. In the animated series, there's a point where Aang, Katara, and Sokka, they get to an earthbending village, and they realize that a lot of this village's earthbenders are captured. In order to prevent them from truly earthbending, the Fire Nation takes them, puts them on a metal ship in the middle of the ocean. There's no real earth out there for them to bend, so they can't really escape. They can't really retaliate, so that's kind of a pretty good imprisonment technique. Being a big fan of this TV series, going in to see this movie when it came out, I thought that, maybe they would have gotten to the whole earthbenders being trapped on a boat, at least, a metal boat in the middle of the ocean. No. What do we have here, folks? This is what we have. Aang, Katara, and Sokka get to a village where the Earthbenders, yes, no, they're captured. Oh, no, they're captured. But they're captured on Earth, actual Earth with rocks and dirt. How can you not save yourself and your people when you're on land? You feel me? You picking up what I'm putting down? It didn't make any sense. And the best part is, oh, here we go, folks. The way how they presented the bending in this movie was awful. I get it. It's a little hard to incorporate special effects and superpowered people and all that jazz, but we've been doing it for years now. So you would think that, you could make a simple motion and somebody could, shoot fire out their hands, or they could just wave their arms and shoot some rocks somewhere, But instead, no, we got the choreographers from Step Up 2 instructing these earthbenders to do Tai Chi moves to move a rock. One rock being moved by 7 different people. What? What was that? Who was on the choreographed committee? Who was on the special effects committee? Who financed this film? I don't get this crap, man. Nicola Peltz, she played Katara, which in the cartoon she's really dope. She's a great character, very good waterbender. We all thought that this movie would have brought our childhood love to life. Sokka in this movie, Sokka was played by Jackson Rathbone, and I don't know if a lot of you remember that that huge Twilight phase that everybody went through. He was actually in that movie too, or in those movies in the series. So, you got some okay, I guess, actors in this, but I'm sorry guys, this movie was just not good at all. Don't waste your time. Even if you want to laugh, don't do it. It's a trap. Prince Zuko was played by a guy named Dev Patel. If I remember correctly, I think he was in Slumdog Millionaire. And that was a good movie. That was a great movie, actually. I loved Slumdog Millionaire. But, homie, what was going on in this movie? If there was anything slightly decent about this movie, it was this guy. His name is Sean Tube. I believe that's how you say his name. He played Uncle Iroh. Now, General Iroh in the series is a boss. He's Prince Zuko's uncle and kind of his right-hand man and his best friend, even though the Fire Nation is evil, Uncle Iroh does believe in balance and he does believe in honor. That's one thing that he never lets go and he never lets Zuko forget is his honor. Yes, he has to capture the Avatar to reclaim his rightful place with his dad, but he still has to retain his honor. And Sean Tube did a pretty okay job as Uncle Iroh for the most part. It sucks that this guy had to be in this movie, If there was, I don't know, another director doing this movie, maybe James Cameron or Stephen King or, I don't know, someone, anybody but MNightShyamalan, this movie would have been a lot better. But, yeah, no, it wasn't. One iconic thing from the series is that they didn't reveal who the Fire Lord was truly until I think maybe the 3rd season, or maybe the late 2nd season. But if my memory serves correctly, I think it was the 3rd season that they actually showed the Fire Lord's face. This movie, they straight up said, "Oh yeah, Fire Lord Ozai, scoop, here I am." No, bro, you got to keep some things like how they were. It's just added on to the whole crap fest that was this movie. Characters and how everything was in the series as compared to the movie. In the series, majority of people, if not everyone in this world, this time frame, where this is set, they're all Asian. Throughout this whole movie, you would expect to see that especially Aang is Asian. That's not the case in this movie. Yeah. If you want to incorporate other cultures and other races in movies, that's fine. That's great. I'm all for that. In regards to this movie, they just went complete left field and never looked back. The whole Fire Nation was an entire Arab race. And that's, you know, that's okay if you want to incorporate Arabs into movies. That I have no problem with that. I'm sure a majority of people have no problem with that. But when you've gotten so many things wrong with this movie already, and then you add on the little, you know, bacon bits of, oh, Aang is not even Asian. He's, you know, this little rascal from somewhere. Katara and Sokka, they're not Asian either. They're Caucasians from somewhere else. And the Fire Nation, they're not Asian. They're Arabic. Like, how are all these people in the same region but not the same race whatsoever? Like in the series, you know what I mean? Like, it all made no sense. Zero sense. Zilch. Now we're gonna get to some CGI and special effects crap. I am appalled, honestly, at how we as human beings have made such advancements and progression in technology and with each other and cultures and all this stuff. And, you know, when you see this movie, you come to think that some kids did the animation of these special effects, because not only were they doing dance Tai Chi moves to move things and bend things, but they do these moves and it would still take about like a good 3 to 5 seconds for anything to really move. Like, for example, the editing team just took a nap. They took a long nap and they said, all right, well, whatever. This looks great. No, man, it looks awful. So yeah, that I don't know. I don't know any good things to say about this movie.
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Yeah, none. Another big thing for me as a fan, and that I've spoken to other fans about too, is another bending thing, which was the Fire Nation. It could bring out fire within themselves. So to see them use like lamps, little pits of fire, and do all these little moves just to, you know, have a flicker of flame swirl somewhere was very weird and disappointing to see. Bad. That's just bad. I was trying to be nice, but bad. It was just bad. I really got nothing good to say about this movie, guys. I am sorry. Most of my reviews up until now have been, you know, either neutral but still somewhat good or really good. This movie sucks. A lot. It was a waste of money. And I went to see it opening day.
It can't be! Get it? Or is your entire world just crashing down all around you?
So yeah, that's my take on MNightShyamalan Ding Dong's The Last Airbender. Thank you guys for watching this review. I hope that you enjoyed watching me rant about this awful movie. Be sure to definitely like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Let me know what you thought. If you have seen the movie, tell me what your thoughts were on the movie. Comment down below. Let me know if I know I missed some pretty bad things in this movie. It's just that no. Screw this movie. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Anything that you'd like to see me review in the future, please, by all means, let me know. Holla at your boy. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.